We're knights of the round table, we dance whenever we're able. We do routines, chorus scenes, with our quite dancing able. We're opera mad and Camelot, we sing from the diaphragm a lot.
That song that we have just rendered very poorly has more enjoyment than this whole film put together.
This whole film is rubbish. Your parents love this film.
Okay, let's start with the intro. So we're back again. It's Captain X
and Rogue One, and we're talking to you about King Arthur, Legend of the Sword.
Part of our 30 movies we've watched this year but haven't done videos about. We're very sorry.
Review trail. So, yes.
This was supposed to kick off a 6-movie franchise. Damn you, Marvel! Damn you with your success, because I love you, you're great, but the balancing of the sheet, the cinematic karma is stuff like this.
Yeah, and it's really bad. And like Charlie Hunnam turned down Pacific Rim 2 to do this.
He must have really thought this would be bad good. For him. Because the thing of it is that the thing I liked in the trailer was they had, where they have the cameras fitted to the actors and they were like getting them to do parkour. And I don't know how they did it because you have the actor's face in screen. So I don't know if they did it with CGI. I couldn't tell, which is brilliant. And I was like, that sounds really cool. The idea of this weird, gritty King Arthur, because, King Arthur is a bit silly and cheesy. Like, I think, this could be a route that could work. The parkour close-up camera things, I was like, that looks really cool. And the moments where they do stuff like that, and like the training montage of him as a little kid, gradually getting better and better, because, of course, in Londinium, there's a Chinese fighting school right next to where King Arthur lives.
In a whole house, obviously. Fine,
okay. Yeah. Don't know if I really need that, but fine.
It's fine.
That kind of stuff works, but it's just such a dirge.
It's such a bad film. It's so boring. It's so boring.
I was watching an analysis of it, and this guy, I can't remember his name, I'll see if I can find him again on YouTube and link his video below. And he did a statistical analysis of how many minutes you could cut out of the movie that do not actually contribute to the plot. And it's about 50% of the movie.
Makes sense. I mean, whatever else.
Like, so much time. Like, there's so many patches of, like, half an hour sections where loads of stuff happens, but nothing that actually builds to anything.
Yeah, and I mean, Jude Law is fine as, is it Uther? No, it's not Uther.
No, he's not. I don't know who he is. He's evil uncle.
Evil uncle
number
Mordred
36.
Or something.
No. Mordred was the wizard at the beginning who gets killed immediately, and he was awesome. But no, he could have been our antagonist. But no, it's Jude Law as the uncle of King Arthur.
As the uncle, the uncle of King Arthur.
Who steals the throne.
From Uther, played by Eric Bana, who's great.
Completely wasted.
A perfect waste of a Bana.
It's really bizarre because eventually, who cares about spoilers? Eventually, you find out that the stone that the sword was in was Eric Bana. So Eric Bana's just about to be killed by Jude Law. His brother has betrayed him. His wife is dead. His son is in a boat watching as a little child. And he throws the sword up, the magic sword that apparently has special powers. It can't just be a sword.
Excalibur. It's got to be Excalibur.
Well, I understand it could be a magical sword, but it doesn't have to be like Iron Man in medieval times. It's the equivalent of an Iron Man sword. He throws it up. It lands in him and turns him into stone.
Apparently.
At no point does it turn anything else into stone in the rest of the movie?
Never mind. But I think, it's just bad. It's just a bad movie. And also, and it's got lots of, it's got some good people in it, actually.
Too many characters that don't have enough development.
True, but then, this is a 7-movie franchise. They don't need development yet.
Oh my gosh, Littlefinger from Game of Thrones is in it as Goosefat Bill. If they'd said his name any more times, I think I would have thrown my drink at the screen. Every other word for about 5 minutes was, we've got to go find Goosefat Bill. And you're just like, honestly, did you really see King Arthur, Goosefat Bill, the spin-off? Like, no.
But it doesn't. No. These are all his favourite knights, but his best knight has to be the guy from Utopia. The one.
Yeah, Utopia guy. I don't know.
Utopia guy. He's
random
great.
Guy who probably should have been. I think they should have had like 2 friends, and that was it. 2 friends, and everyone else were the knights that were developed around him, because he had about 8 friends. And then you throw the knights into the mix. And then you have Guinevere, who's a mage, played by the awesome French actress who's only in bad movies, but she gives a great performance and she's given nothing to do. Oh, and the chick who was terrible in The Mummy was in it and basically doesn't do anything, just like in The Mummy.
because she's terrible. So anyway, that's off like 5 minutes because we were only doing 5 minutes.
Oh my God, was that only 5 minutes?
That was only 5
we barely
minutes.
scratched the... We haven't mentioned the 200-foot snake that they save until after Charlie Hunnam goes in. Like,
It's
why
fine.
wouldn't you open with a 200-foot snake?
It's fine. So basically,
Why are there 200-foot elephants?
it's fine. Don't worry about it. So basically,
Why?
this film is terrible.
Why?
And it's boring.
Yes, it's terrible.
And don't go see it. And Captain X's parents loved it. I know this is
They loved it.
And
they loved it.
and-
Like, not even ironically, it's so bad it's good. They genuinely loved it.
Yeah.
So it's nice that someone does.
Yeah, no, that's great. Good for Guy Ritchie. You've got a couple of fans. You've got a pair of fans.
2 whole fans. That's
Two
more.
whole.
That's 2 whole more than none.
That's true. And my rating for this film is, if I could give it nothing, I would, but I can't. So I'm going to give it like a half.
Wow, I'm actually giving a higher rating than you. That's very unusual. I am just for the parkour scenes because I really like them.
Through the alleys with the
with the POVs with the cameras attached to the actors, and for the French actress who was wasted as Guinevere, but I loved her.
Yeah.
She was great.
Is that the same one who's Inspector? That one?
No, she's the one who was the mermaid in the 4th Pirates film.
Oh, her!
Yes.
Yeah, sorry. You see, I've even forgotten she was in it.
Yeah.
Sorry, keep going.
I will give it a whole star.
Brilliant.
Just for her.
Great. Okay, so that was King Arthur, Legend of the Sword. It's
Don't
terrible.
see it.
Don't bother.
Don't see it.
We're making this video, but, we're just telling you not to bother.
We're telling you, we're saving you.
We're saving you from yourself.
So it's goodbye from me.
And goodbye from me. Goodbye.